It's time to Give Me 5 with Penny Black, and today I have 5 Hedgehog snow globes. Hi, it's Therese, and today I decided to use the Cozy Nights stamp set for all 5 cards. I love a good snow globe, and I'm sure you do too. And what I love about them is that they're really versatile. So I thought I'd show you 5 different ways to use this one snow globe that comes in the set. And I have added other stamps from other sets in this as well. So lots of stamping, a bit of colouring, and some shaking a little bit later. Now, I started out by stamping the snow globe 5 times on some 80-pound Nina cardstock because I had no idea where I was going with this. And you know when you're kind of thinking about doing something and you just procrastinate so much, you probably don't do this. This is what I do. I procrastinate, and instead of actually just getting started and making the cards, which is in the end, that's what I did. I just went, I'm going to stamp them out, I'm going to colour, and then I'll work it out from there. And that actually worked for me. I know, go figure. Just start doing it instead of thinking about it. I decided to do some Copic colouring. It is a faster medium for me to work with today, and I will list all the colours at the blog, and that will be linked in the description below. I've used hedgehog images in all of my snow globes today because, you know, that's what you normally would find in a snow globe. On this little fella here, he was from a set called Carefree Christmas, and I just did not like the way his tummy was looking. I was sort of going to keep his face in the brownie tones and then like a grey sort of shade on his tummy. I didn't like it. So I did come in with my colourless blender there and remove some of the shading, and then it was easy enough just to add the same colour that I'd coloured his face to the body, and I think that looked so much better. I added a line at the bottom for this one here just as like a snow drift, and I have coloured all the backgrounds of these with my Copic markers. I was actually thinking about doing some blending, so I would have masked and blended the background, but I thought I'd give it a go. I don't usually like to colour such a big area. It's very daunting, and I struggle with, you know, where the colours join, but I think it worked really well today. I just took my time and did a few layers, and I think that's the trick. Rather than try and rush it, just add layers. I did move in sections, which I think really helped as well. And I did all different colours in the backgrounds, but I only shared one of the background colourings with you because they're all exactly the same. And I find that the Copics mix and move well on the 80-pound Nina. If you're using a thicker cardstock, you tend to need more ink because it saturates into the paper. Now, how's this little cutie? She's from the Skis and Skates stamp set. I actually use a few of the stamps from this set today, and she's one of the newest style hedgehogs. You know, they're a little bit more arty. Still really cute though. And she has a tutu. I don't know how many hedgehogs I've seen that have got tutus, but you know, this one does. And I really liked this little fella. He's also from the same stamp set. And I did have to mask, it's quite a big stamp, this one, and I did have to mask at each side of the snow globe so that, you know, it was too big. It would have stamped off the edge, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the stamp, so at least I knew that all the image would be within the snow globe. I didn't do anything complicated with the colouring today. I did keep it fairly simple, and magic. There's the background. Who would have thought? One of the tricks too with colouring a big background like that is to make sure that your marker is not dry. That's very frustrating. I've tried that, and I think having a nicely filled marker does help with the blending of the colours. Now, there's no hedgehog here. Not yet, anyway. But this house is also from the Cozy Nights set, and is kind of made to fit in this, and it has a coordinating cutout die for both the actual snow globe and the house, so you could do so much with that. And would be really nice to do like a 3D kind of, even a shaky effect. That would be really fun, and maybe I'll try that this Christmas. I've got so many ideas for all the penny black stamps that have just come out this Christmas are awesome, and I'm having so much fun with them. Now, I did colour all the plaques and the bases of the snow globes the same, so I am just going to share one of those. I kept it really simple. I did think about sort of drawing it as wood, but I don't know, for some reason it just made more sense for me to have this as a lot of them a bit more clean and simple. So the sentiments I've taken from a variety of sets. I have sort of split some of them and just selectively stamped them. I could have cut them apart, but I find the post-it notes sort of work well, and did them all in black. Kept it simple, like I said. Now, you do need to check out the set called Thrill of Hope. Those sentiments are wonderful. Oh, and I added a little snowflake here. On all of the snow globes, I did add some white ink spray splatters, and because I did tap it, I didn't spray it, so it can't be spray. And just used the die cut through some copy paper to protect my cardstock, because I still wasn't sure what I was going to do with all of these. But I did decide to make a couple of shakers. I told you I was going to shake it up, and this is probably one of the most clean and simple ones. I've added some acetate behind a die cut window, and then popping up. Now, this is actually a 3mm fun foam, and I created my own foam tape here by just adding some Be Creative tape on both sides of it. It's a real tricky way to do it. And I wanted there to be snow, and this is the Polar White. It's flower soft, and I put too much in there. I always do this. So there you go, I got some out. Added that to the front of a side fold 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 card, and added some twine. How cool. And I love this sentiment, happy always. That doesn't necessarily have to be a Christmassy card. It could be a winter anything card. Now, this one, I decided to actually use this snow globe on different styles of cards, so both square ones and normal, sort of inverted commas, normal cards. And I added some Prisma glitter snowflakes to the front of this. I've just got a pink stripy panel. It's just some scrap cardstock I had, and then popped up my skiing. I thought this sentiment went really well. Hedgehog, and added some twine to that one as well. And of course I had to make a shaped card, so I actually die cut 110 pound twice, just because the 80 pound Nina was too thin and I didn't want to be able to see the Copic marker through it. So I just joined them together after scoring it with some Be Creative tape, and here's my hedgehog. He's out of the skis and skates set as well. It was actually on the polar bear's head. So I had to sort of cut that off. But how cute is that? I thought he went really well with the house. So this is another really clean and simple design, and this time I just added it directly to the card front, a 4 1/4 square card, and used a Merry from the Merry and Joy, in which I die cut and popped up on some fun foam in a nice bold black sentiment. And I really like the font for the word Christmas. It comes out of the same Carefree Christmas stamp set, and that's where that little hedge is from. So this card, I thought it'd be fun to do a landscape orientation with the snow globe and just show you how that works on a regular size card. And this one's yet another shaker. And I've got some black and white stripy cardstock, adding some acetate, fun foam, same as I did the other time. And this time I used some really bright, fun sequins in this one, and then all I had to do was actually attach that to the front of my card. I used lots of adhesive because it is a fairly robust piece of kit and I don't want it to fall apart. Here I'm deciding, do I want the black and white twine, which I really did like, the baker's twine, but the pink shiny glittery one won. Of course. I think it was the glitter. I would have liked, they both look, I don't know, what do you reckon? Which one did you think looks better? The pink glittery one or the black and white baker's twine? So if you liked my video today, please click on the thumbs up button to show that you do, and if you haven't already, it'd be awesome if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. I always enjoy all your visits here and I look forward to seeing you back here again real soon. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.